So this is Romeo. So he's unusual with our Romeo. Because he's an old horse. Well, say he's an old horse, he's getting on in years. He's 16 this year. And now he started his driving career. Funny, isn't it? He's taken to it nicely. He's had one or two little wobbles. And he hasn't taken to it like you would think he would, because he's been around this long. He's had the same problems a youngster would have, getting used to bits and pieces. He's also he's all right at learning, but you've got to get him. It's a bit like, I'll try and simplify things when I'm telling you, and sometimes, you know, it's not enough really, it doesn't serve the purpose, but it's like trying to teach your granddad. Say granddad's been a carpenter all his life, yeah? So you stand at the bench with him as a young man, 20 years old, and it's your granddad, but you want to show him something that's new, you know, not necessarily a new tool, a new way of doing something. Well, there's going to be a certain amount of rejection there. That's not because they're being awkward, it's because I've done it that way, it served me very well all that time, so why the bloody hell would I want to change? And you've got to try and see the world through their eyes. You have got to try, well no, you've got to do what you've got to do, but for me, I try and see the world through their eyes. And how that appears to them, because none of this, there's no one on the face of this earth ever going to tell me that this makes any sense to horse. Ain't no sense to them at all. Tying a lump of iron on their back with 4 wheels on it, sticking harness a bit in their mouth, and then ask them to pull it out the road. Well, that's about as far away as they can get from grazing on the side of the hill, isn't it? But, you know, it's just like, so it's got to be done in a way that you can make it as enjoyable as possible. So they're not forced or pushed or shoved or smacked or forced into doing anything. Try and cajole them, kid them, you know, and you'll get the best out of them. And there's always, with every horse I've ever had, I learned a long time ago, and I mean a long time, when I was young. That's all I've done in my life is this, really. I've had to do other jobs to support myself, but basically it's been horses. And I've learned that try and see the world through their eyes. Let them know that, look, when we're out on that public highway, or any time you've got a head collar on, or, you know, head collar and lead rope, you are at work. You are doing now what I want you to do, because the very reason I put this head collar on, I want to lead you here, take you there, tie you up, pick your feet out, do whatever I want to do. So it starts from that time. Walk up, baby. Walk up. So now, like, I've got to look at this, like, and just wonder why, because there's absolutely nothing here at all. And I just want to see, you know, what he's thinking. So he's thinking, so what's this matter? So he just had a little stop and a look. Now, I can stop him doing that, of course I can. But I just want to see what the reason for that might be. And he didn't try and pick some grass up, did he? Or, you know, go and nibble a bit of grass or twigs or anything like that. He obviously just wanted to have a look at that driveway and make sure, you know, it's all as it should be. one presumes. But that's how you learn, don't you? Think, well, what's that about? Because I can't tell you. I'm supposed to be this, horseman, great horseman nonsense. Total load of nonsense. And now I couldn't answer that question, what he stopped there for, and had to look up that driveway. He'd never done it before. He'd probably never do it again. Or if he'd done it again, it'd be even more interesting, wouldn't it? You'd have to think, well, whatever are you looking at? Now, I've just looked up that drive and I can't see anything there that's caught his eye. Now you say to me, well, what would catch his eye? Loads and loads of things. Something that weren't there before. Just say that he'd happen to look up that drive when we've gone past 10 times, we must have gone past 10 times at least. We go the other way, when we come out the yard. So equally, he'd definitely been past those 10 times. Now he might have looked up there, might have something's different. So, but there's no motor car parked there. People are out at work all day, so it's pretty much the same. But we had a thing that was up a driveway, and it had been delivered by, one of these Amazon or one of these people. Come over there. And anyway, so we had a look there, like he was looking over there, wasn't he? To his left, and he just put his head back and said it had a trailer behind it. Oh, what's that? But he's not panicked or anything like that. Nothing. There's not any. It didn't require any remark from me. Yeah, I'll just go into that a little bit further. Didn't require any remark from me. Oh, what are you doing? Come on, get on, or anything like that. None of that at all. Oh, I better explain as well. This is a day that we're letting the horse, within reason, do what it likes. Yeah? Just to see how much attention the horse has got to its job. Because it's halfway through now, its training. So we're going to find out what attention it's got to its job, yeah? And so far all right, so it's had a look there, and it looked back at that trailer and that was it. But on both accounts, it's gone forward. What? Look up. It's very funny if you look across here and you see that you've got these bluebells, and there's a big bank up there. Can you see? That was years ago where the railway used to run. And come on, baby, you're all right. Just walk up, you're all right. Yeah, where the bank used to run, but we come past here the other day and there were 2 deer there. They literally, were very close. I suppose, well, let's see where that tree is over there. Yeah, that tree standing there by that bit of hazel. That little, come on. It was standing there, and because you got horse and coming up there, and the horse is just coming up there quietly, he stood there. It's the fear of the deer had gone away because it was reassured. I know what one. That's one of them horses. That's a horse. I've seen them in a field. You can walk right up. You can graze next to them. So, that deer had all that knowledge in its head, and it used it to say, not a problem, we can get over this. It's fine, in other words. Come on. That's good, baby. Come over. So he's walking along here nice. So anyway, getting back to him, he's 16 years old, and they've decided to drive him. The lady is on sticks, she's got 2 sticks. I've actually not met her. I wasn't here when the horse was delivered, but so I've got to make it as quiet as I can. We found, funny enough, just out of the blue, someone said to me, did I know anyone that wanted this particular cart that suits him and fits him, is good in so many ways for him, but good for the lady, which is more important at this moment in time. So it's got a step that's made in Poland where the vehicle was made, but it's an optional extra, and it goes on to your fifth wheel, so the assembly underneath that turns and supports the springs and holds the back half to the front half together. It's welded to that, you know, physically welded, all painted the same, but it's a nice step. It sits halfway up the wheel, you know, and it should be that it will make it a lot easier to get on board. The other thing we're doing is we've suggested that there is a kitchen stool that's made of plastic that collapses, so you can keep it up the side of a cabinet or even in a drawer, and very, very strong. So you just, you know, open it up and it will, you know, take my weight stood on it. So one of those probably is a good idea, because you can put your little bit of, you know, string on it, and once you're up on board you can lift it up and it will fold up flat and not be in your way in the well hole or in the back, you know, when you're driving. The other thing is it's very good is it's got a nice commanding view. And the problem is, not the problem, but when you make a vehicle sometimes with easy access, etc., you make the seat very low. But the downside with that is you can't see around you, you can't see a distance in front because you're sitting behind the horse. You see what I mean? You know, the horse is obstructing your view. So, you know, this vehicle might be right. Maybe not, but I don't know. Just someone that lost their horse, unfortunately. I believe. So obviously I didn't. Did want to get another horse after having, you know, a good one. They didn't want to do that. So they packed up, but it's in good condition. So we're trying to get this dear old fella nice and quiet and sensible, that will go along like this, and look, when you ask it, trots, will respond like that, you know, and not be hard. To drive in any way, you know, basically point it where you want to go. And I want it to be more on the voice, because obviously if the lady's on sticks and she's older, she's not going to have the strength in her arms. So, why don't we go? Go on, Mum. But I love it, his dad was a horse champion, you know, also year show champion in the fells. Great, it was great, but it's a very, very good example of a fell, and you'd never know looking at it. It don't show any relate in his body structure to his age. You know, like everybody gets older and you start to sag here and there, don't like you did when you was younger. Well, the same thing applies to horses. And come over, darling. There's your good baby. Come on. Come on, darling. Up you go. Got a nice pony to handle and like that, but a little bit rude on its manners on the floor. Now the thing is, it's very easy to blame the pony for that, and you can't blame the lady that owns it because she's on two sticks. So now we've got to take it from where it was and get it to be very quiet on the end of the lead rope. So it's going to be easy to put to. Well, there's her and her husband, obviously, but you know, he's not a young man. They haven't got a groom as such, so obviously they've got to be able to do it. And I hope that's the case. But he'd be a good pony to buy, although he's got that age. Because in my opinion, he's got a good bit in front of him. You can tell, like, his joints are very loose. No stiffness in his joints. You see him going away there. You know, climbing up here like no trouble at all. So what we're going to do today is do his bridge work. So I'm going to bring him over here tighter than I normally would, so he gets a time to see. Because he would never have done this in his life, I'm sure he wouldn't. I know that by handling him. When you see the attention paid straight away, stiff ears. You see that here? Just want to see now, that's a bad thing. Did you see the first move it made was away? Not straight, not, you know, parallel with it, but definitely a move away from that. And that obviously is something I do not like that. So I'm going to just park him here, turn his head in slightly, and this is where we'll get this problem of like that, yeah? This is where we'll get this problem. Stand up, baby. Stand still. Stand still. Oh, come over. Come over. Come over. Come over. Come over. Come up, mate. Go on, up you go. That's it. Now there's no point in fighting and pushing. This is what I've tried to say all along. Let him see it. Let him digest it. Take it in. Where are they going? Underneath me. There's a strange thing for us, isn't there? Oh, he's got used to them coming close to him. It's now going underneath him. So we're going to sit here now and see if we can get him to get up to that fence. But I won't be pushing him. If I have to come back again, then that's what I will do. But I think, but this could take a long time. But we'll run the film as long as we can. So I'm getting no tension on this rein, can you see? Accepted the fact that his head's, I've asked him to stand there, yeah? That's what he's accepted so far. I'm going to make him try to get him to get his foot up on this pavement, yeah? If he can get one or two up there, I'll be happy. Come over, bud. There's a good boy, yes you are. Yes, you are, you rascal. Come on then, darling. So that truck that's just pulled off there is a dust cart, you know, a dustbin man, refuge collector, and he'll be coming over this bridge. So we've got a situation there now. We're going to have one lorry up here in a minute, and these here. So if we can get him to take that without moving too much, that would be a good thing, wouldn't it? Obviously. And once this lorry's gone by, we might have more chance of getting him to step up. You know, if he'll tolerate this one coming behind him, there's a better chance that we'll get him to step up. There it comes now, see? So we'll hear that, watch his ears. bit of air brake there. And if you just look at his quarters, do you see his quarters having a sloped? His legs just gone at rest. There's no horse in this world that's going to go anywhere on 3 legs. I know they can change it in a split second, obviously, but basically he has put that foot at rest, right, so he's standing on his toe. Yeah, so you can see how it's dropped his hip, yeah? So he's standing on his toe for the minute. So that tells me he's relaxed a bit. He's had that one up behind. Now I'm going to ask him just to come up. Come up, babe. Come on. Come on, babe. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come up, babe. Come up. Come on in. Come on in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stand still. Come on, babe, come up. Come on, babe. Hey, 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 hey. Come up, babe. Come on. Come on, babe. Hey, come on.
There's a smile on my face every time I hear that sound. The rhythm of the hooves as they touch the ground. And there's no better place I'd rather be than with my safe, confident horse. And there's no better place I'd rather be than with my safe, confident horse that's had